Well, it was about this time last winter anyway, that I came home from work, and there was a cat meowing outside. And, and I was on the phone, and then I got off my phone, and there was this cat meowing outside, howling. And, and at first I thought, well, animals outside, they come sometimes, and see what happens. But it kept howling, meow, And so I went outside to see what was going on. And we had this bush on the backside of our house. It was the type of bush it's called a burning bush.
Okay.
And I went to the burning bush, and behind it was this little tabby. And so I reached out to kind of get it, and it hobbled from the bush over to the clothesline. And I went over to get it, and this time, it didn't try to run away or anything. And I could see it was, hobbling. So I picked it up gently, and it was meowing still, and I carried it, and it's raining. This is a cold rain. It's like the snow had kind of melted because the rain was just, it was warm enough to melt it, but it was still very cold. And I put the cat on the porch, and I gave it some milk, because, that's what cats are supposed to have. And so I gave it a saucer of milk, and then went and called my veterinarian for our dog. We have a dog named Alta. And so I called the office of Steve Elwood out there on Highway 13, and the person who answered the phone recommended not giving the cat milk. And so then also recommended that, sort of explained to me the options of if I bring it in, and then there's also the option of going through the animal control officer. And this was at a time that Albert Lea still had the animal control officer.
It was right in a transition when the Humane Society started working at the pound, helping cleaning kennels and that. So. And
so I called the police, and I got rid of the saucer of milk and gave the cat water instead. And I called the police, and an officer came over, and I explained to him the story. And he was just a regular officer, not Krista Steeler. It was just a guy on the job, and he was going to put the cat into the back seat as if it was being arrested or something, And so, but he talked to me, and then explained that I think the kitten had a broken leg. It looks like something had happened. I'm not sure what, but it was in need of medical help. I said I would like, we're really more of a dog family, but if it comes down to it, I don't want this cat to be euthanized. If it doesn't find an owner, I will take it. And so please relay that to Krista. And so he did, and he brought the cat down there. And that was the end of my part of the story. What happened after that?
Well, that's where I came in. It was my first day volunteering at the pound, and right away we had an orange cat, tabby, for many, many years that had diabetes and had passed away, and he was one of my first cats. So when I saw the orange tabby right away, I'm like, oh, it's a baby Burma is what we had. And I noticed he was walking on 3 legs, and he got around, but he just didn't seem very comfortable. So I asked Krista at that time, may I take him to the vet and get his leg fixed? So we called Dr. Wesleyan, and he got him in that day. That was the first time at the pound seeing a cat with a broken leg. It was, heartbreaking. And the Humane Society doesn't have a lot of money to, they'll do the basic necessities, but that was an expensive visit. So we got him into Dr. Wesleyan and got his leg set, and he got a pink cast. And after that, I decided he couldn't go back to the pound. So talked to Krista, and she talked to you to see if it was okay if I adopted Sam. So that is how I got Sam. And he did great. He got along with my other cats, and he's part of our family.
How did you come up with the name Sam?
Out of the blue, actually, my dad had a dog named Sam, and that had just recently passed. So I thought, we'll name it after Sam.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Kari recently sent me a picture of Sam as a pillow.
Yeah.
And you know about Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, you know,
Yes.
the band, you know, Willy Willy. So I said, sent an email back to say, Sam the Sham, you know.
Yes.
So now I think of Sam the Sham. Let's bring Sam in.
Okay, let's see how he does. Come here, Sammy. There we go. There's Sam.
Hey, Sam.
And his leg is completely healed. He did really well going around the house with a cast. We had to watch him really carefully. Are you scared, huh? What do you think of this?
He's really grown up.
Yeah, he's gotten really big. Here, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. What do you think, Sam? Huh? What do you think? I know. You're a good kitty.
He wants to check out the place.
Yeah, you're a good kitty.
So tell me what Sam's like these days. What's he like today?
Sam is very active, very playful. He sleeps on the bed every night with us, curls up. He really likes, if you get ice water, he'll chase the ice cubes in the ice water. So he likes to do that. He's just a very playful cat. He chases the dogs, plays with the dogs. We have 2 dogs. Come here, Sam. Oh, he's exploring.
That's okay.
But he's just very friendly. He kind of looks over the other cats, and we have adopted a few more special needs cats from the Humane Society, and he really watches out after them. And
did your family welcome him when he was?
We did. We have several cats, and we voted as a family, do we really, we were thinking of just fostering Sam. And once we got him home, we knew there's no way. We voted, yep, we're keeping him.
How many are in your family?
We have 2 boys and my husband, Michael. So my son is in high school, 9th grade, and my other son is in 5th grade.
Did the other cats get a vote at all?
They voted. They liked him.
Okay.
We had another kitten at home at the time, so they would play quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
So they
like having younger cats to pick on.
Yes, they keeps them young. He had.
I wonder did they ever make any speculations how he might have ended up in that situation?
I don't know.
Outside my bushes?
Yeah.
In my bushes?
He got lucky. He knew.
It was raining, and I thought maybe it was just a wet cat outside,
And he was so young,
yeah.
So you don't know where he came from, if he was just
Didn't
dumped
Krista think maybe he got hit by a car, maybe?
Oh, did she?
I thought she had mentioned
okay. That is a possibility.
Yeah.
His leg the way it was. Or if he jumped off something high, it's hard to say. Where are you going? Where are you going? But, yeah, he's a good cat.
Well, there are lots of cats at the pound now that need adopting.
There is. There's a lot of kittens, young cats, older cats. Yeah, there's quite a few. They're overwhelmed with them. So I'm hoping people will take them into their homes.
This story is an example of how a perfectly good stray cat can end up being a wonderful domestic house cat.
Yes. Oh, definitely. I never had any problems with the litter box. Never had any problems behavior-wise. He's been good. Yeah, I tried to brush him before we came.
I want to say thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for coming to the Tribune. You're going to be everybody's Christmas present on Christmas morning.
Yes, you're going to be the Christmas kitty. Well, I want to thank you for caring enough to taking him in and rescuing him, because if it wasn't for you, he probably wouldn't be here today. So thank you for the addition to my family.
And thank you for adopting Sam. I was glad that someone was able to, take the responsibility of being the owner.
Yes,
so
he's a great cat. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.